Here at Washington State University, we have a big potato research project where we're looking at new varieties, new agronomic methods, and cultural practices to help the growers, help the industry be profitable and globally competitive. And everything we do here is directly related to what the practices they use out in their fields. And so we're always hoping we can give them a new variety that'll grow better than the old one, or be more water use efficient, more fertilizer efficient, and also more disease resistant. We're also looking for practices that also save water, reduce pesticides. It has to be profitable as well. Potato production is very important to Washington State because it provides jobs, so there's the economic side of it. It also provides food. But here in Washington State, we have one of the best locations to grow potatoes because we have a lot of sunny days, we have a long growing season, and we have the ability to irrigate out of a river. And we get the highest yields per acre of anywhere in the world. It takes Idaho almost twice as much land to produce the same amount of potatoes as it does in Washington State. The Washington State University Potato Research Group is very fortunate in that we have an industry that's very supportive. We have to go out and get grants every year to do the research that we do, and quite often the Washington State Potato Commission and the Northwest Potato Consortium, which involves Idaho and Oregon as well, help fund our research. But above and beyond that, when we have expensive equipment needs, occasionally the Washington State Potato Commission will buy us equipment. This tractor is an example of that. This is a self-steering GPS guided tractor that Washington State Potato Commission helped us buy when we needed one. And in the recent past, they helped us purchase center pivots that help with irrigation. And they're also good at giving us guidance in terms of what we should be doing for purchasing equipment, what type of equipment. And also on the research, they provide a lot of input, and we listen to them because we're here to help them.
Profitable.
Yeah, so we conduct a lot of research trials here on the Washington State University Research Farm near Othello. And all of our research is driven by grower input. So when we're at conferences or field days or just anywhere that I run into them, I ask them, how's it going? Is there anything you want to tell me, anything that we should be doing? And quite often they will, have an issue that needs to be looked at. And if I hear enough growers saying the same thing, then we start a research trial that way. And so it's very important that we listen to them, and also important that they give us feedback. I also conduct trials into areas that aren't known as well as others. So an example of that might be a type of fertilizer. So we've used different types of fertilizers that have different components in them, and they've asked me, will this fertilizer do anything different in terms of, perhaps the effects on the skin versus another type of fertilizer. And so we're looking at, do they both perform the same or similarly in production, and then how do they affect the skin on the potato? So that's one example of getting input from growers where they've had a concern. So my position here at Washington State is State Potato Extension Specialist, and that means helping everybody in the state and probably beyond the state, because I get a lot of calls outside of the state, grow potatoes. So if the home gardener has a question, they can email me. And then all the way to the commercial grower and the seed grower, I help whoever I can. That's my job, and I want to have everyone have a pleasant experience with potatoes, and that includes the home gardener, because if they like potatoes, they're obviously going to buy more. But it's also easy to relay the message.